All right. Zooming. Right. I actually worked on the actual level since last stream, messing around with trying to create textures for it. Not been getting too far, but now let's carry on with making the actual base level. The only problem is I've got an idea for the overall level, sort of an idea for the end. But I've got absolutely no ideas for the in-between bits. I have this kind of nice looking... Interesting. I thought Otex was vanilla compatible. Oh well. It for now. Trying to sort of force myself not to go mad, going overtly detailed. So trying to keep it vanilla. Might end up increasing it to limit removing if I feel like I've barely touched the detailing and it's already blowing past the viz plate limit. But yeah, I mean, the ideas I've got is this is actually like a suspended, not quite a bridge, it's still covered over, corridor suspended in the air. Then this is part of a like a big tower. Go through one of these doors and mess around, and you get to the end, kind of bit of a mini arena. Now I'm not going to go mad with the weapons. Maybe I'll give you a shotgun at the start and you can pick up a chain gun. Maybe I might add another weapon. I'll see. I've got to keep the map short anyway, so if you've got a short map, it feels a bit much to try and squeeze all the weapons in and try and fit all the monsters in and stuff like that. So yeah, this is going to be a corridor. Might make it a bit thinner actually. Got windows with light pouring through. Probably only going to get away with like 4 windows or something. But yeah, but beyond that, no, I'm gonna stick a door here, but was having an idea for the switches. I might actually implementing now. Yeah, I've been making custom textures for this. Not quite there yet. That's the door itself. Now I want to get a bit of like a little motif when it comes to switches, so it's not going to be the standard looking Doom switches. It's going to be here, but me range align grid. Hotel. There we go. Bit wide that. Gonna keep it. Gonna be done here. No. UDB. UDB. Hey. What's going on with UDB? But okay. Short or small? Short. Yeah, short green plastic. A door that raises. So. I'm going to put a mid texture here for now. Hang on, messed up here. Tweak it out. That's right. Actually, that'll be ideal placeholder for now. I'll just leave it to stay open for now. I might change it to... Oh. Put it as a placeholder for now. Whoa. I think I needed to then set it into the wall. Not tag that one. Back. There. Big questioners. Yeah, that's all I need. I'll just I'll just stick the exit switch there. Best map ever. Heck, David Newton will probably be glad it's a nice short map. Although I presume he's gonna stick to the rough 10 minutes limit like you did last time. Yeah, I've got a bit of a funky idea for switches in this map set. Anyway, how are you doing, Questiones? Questiones, I think. That's weird. I sworn I didn't do that in vanilla, but anyway, it doesn't matter. This is just a placeholder texture. It would help if I actually had it. Oh dang! Sorry to hear that, man. Are you also making a map for Ramp 20? Are you also making a map for Ramp as well? Right. Ooh, that works. Passable. Impassable. There we go. It'll be pretty epic if you're able to plow in lots of time into it. I've not touched the actual map since last week. It's mad how many maps are already like claimed already. It seemed to be like really quick, and yes, it's always really quick at the start, but it feels like it's been a lot quicker this time because I sorted out my map or slot on Tuesday, or was it Monday night? Sorted out my map slot, and mine's like 100 and something, like over 100 maps in a day. Fair enough, yeah. Not all of them are going to become maps, but yeah, I think the only thing I can think of is the way you claim is you got to send in an email. Whilst back in the past, a lot of people would have made the maps first, and then uploaded it, and that's when you get the slots. So maybe we're not going to get a particularly extraordinary amount of time. Ow. Oh yeah, and David only released it like, sort of opened it up at like sort of 2 in the morning UK time or something. Yeah, it was mad. How far have you got in your map then? Have you got the layout done yet? Certainly haven't. Yeah. I'm basically going to be fudging the rest of the map. Got an idea for the end. So I've got this start bit. I've just got to do the in-between bits now. I think I'm just going to be winging it, I think. Oh. Oh, where am I going? Start up high and you need to go downstairs. That's about the only idea I've got so far. I need to actually think about the outside of the actual building itself. I don't want to make the map too huge, but start throwing shapes down. Whip. Five areas for you structurally complete. Over 2. Over 2, you know where they're gonna go. I say you've not built those bits yet, but coming along, it's coming along. Wow, let's just throw some shapes down. In fact, I've got... Yeah. I reset the grid. Grid. Be gone. Actually try using the stair builder tool, build some stairs. Whoa, what the? UDB? What are you doing? 10,000 steps? What? 1, 2, 10,003. What? Here, having some funny issues with UDB just before trying to just do another sector. And it was just like, nope, I'm not going to build a sector. Just going to split this line def up. Not working. Oh, what's going on here? I remember what I did in a previous map. Didn't use the stair builder tool. What I did was, see if we can replicate it again. Oh, it actually use the curve tool. What the heck? AI viewers? Why on earth would I want AI viewers? What the heck? AI viewers? But no point is you get real viewers. What's the point of AI viewers? What the heck? What's getting more? Yeah, that's right. Enter. There we go. And curving the other way. Enter. Too many steps here. Yeah, it's funny how the stair builder tool's great for stuff other than building stairs. There you go. Nope, too much. Might be too... Nah, these stairs are getting too steep, I think. Nope. Ah, what am I doing? Have I gone too far down? 88? 16 should be like. Might have gone too far down, possibly. Yeah, using this texture, I learned this from Jimmy Squared. That instead of building a map in StarTown, if you use this texture, it's a heck of a lot easier to see see how the map's actually looking, sort of thing. Like with StarTown, there's too much of a pattern. It's not quite so easy on the eyes to see what's going on. But yeah, I could have sworn Vanilla Doom didn't do that. Probably a bit loud. Hang on. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a Bricko wand, and this floor texture is a seal something over. You'll see what it is. Yeah, it's just so easy to see the layout of a map that way. Also, for the most part, I've left the lighting at default till I'm ready to do the lighting. Actually, that's definitely not too steep. That's just quite nice, that. See, absolutely. Yeah, if you stare at this stair a bit too long, it does look a bit funny, but yeah, it certainly looks nicer than what the stair builder was trying to create. Now, what to do next? Maybe just do a... See me throwing half of its map away. I'm going to do a slightly weird shaped room. I want to have a few bits and bobs on the outside of this tower to something to sort of look out at. Then again, I don't need to make the... I've got this hexagonal room suit the theme of this year's ramp, but I don't need to make the whole tower hexagonal, so I'll just wing it, I think. I'm just going to create a weird shaped room. I'll avoid 45-degree angles and right angles a bit more. I put some sort of platform up here. Yeah, wouldn't it be weird if you have like an entrance or something raised up and you got to... That's in... What? Yeah. quickly block out this room. Have an entrance there. The thing is, you're supposed to be kind of always descending, but maybe I can have a little cubby hole that's needed to open the next part of the map, maybe. Maybe this is where you get your first enemy encounter. Build a bit of tension before the first enemy. Or maybe I won't have an enemy in here. Start creeping people out like, there's no enemies. Where's the enemy? Door visible here. Right. Sort out lowering that later. Whoa, what the? What? Little step there. Have a bigger step on that side. Right, this is going to be a raised platform. That might be too tall. You want to have a door here that you can see. What about door here? You got a door here, but it actually ends up going. Yeah, that could be an idea. Something a bit weird and quirky to look at. Yeah, because this structure is not going to be. It's definitely going to be abstract. Something a bit strange to look at. Tweak the heights and all that jazz later. I'll just make this a ordinary door for now. Put door texture to remind me it's a door. Put a placeholder there. What? Hang on. Oh, that's what's going on. You go down here. Probably have fancy looking windows here or something, like you get a bit of a look outside. We'll have to create a bespoke skybox, I think. That. Oh yeah, it's not too high at all. No, it's bob on that. little doorway there, and you can see and be like, oh, how do I get up there? Probably have it. You go through that doorway, and you can sort of see the path going down elsewhere. Tempted to not put any enemies here. Tempted to leave you doing this kind of little puzzly thing and be like, there's still no monsters. Or maybe you have a door here that you got to open. You can see the switch for it here, but you got to go down there. Very tempted to do a jump scare. Only problem is, if I do a jump scare, I've got to mark it as having a jump scare. Otherwise, David will cry. Now, how many maps are going to end up with jump scares in them? How am I going to get it so you... How am I going to make it so you actually get up there? I'm tempted you go up there, go along a little corridor behind this wall. You flick a switch, you still no monsters, and as you're going back up, I'll have it so that a door has opened, and suddenly there's a monster there. You just weren't expecting it. Now that's an interesting point. If you know it's coming. Actually, I played Iron Lung a few months ago, and there was one bit in it. It's like, right, when I look at this object, it's gonna be like a big jump scare, something. And I went there, and I got jump scared, probably the hardest I've done in, I don't know, like decades. Got like proper jump scared. But I knew there was going to be a jump scare, so I still think it technically is a jump scare. Hey, sometimes those kind of jump scares are even worse than when you're completely oblivious, when you're not at all expecting a jump scare. Anticipation of jump scare sometimes makes it worse. Makes a more effective jump scare, so you do know it's coming. Oh yeah, definitely. As I say, if I wasn't saying Iron Lung, if I wasn't expecting the jump scare, it might have happened. I'd be like, wait, what happened there? What? But because I was expecting something, it just absolutely almost leaped out of my chair. It was, oh dear. I haven't been jump scared that hard for years. Alright, let's think. Think. I might keep it simple. I don't want to over puzzle it, or probably just stick a switch here, lowers a lift around here or something, and then go up. Gonna stick ordinary switches in for now. Yeah, for a repeating switch. Whilst that door switch before stays open. For this one, it needs to be a repeating, so probably have to make a bespoke switch. Plunk a basic switch down for now. Out. Oh. Ah. Ooh, this is sounding a spooky MIDI. Convergence Kingdom. Oh, complete arrhythmia. Who's done this? It's Jimmy! Jimmy. Lift. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what sort of MIDI I'm going to make for this map. Definitely not a high energy jobby. No, this on for later using. Excuse me for a second. Bobby. So I might be gonna be busy this weekend, just arranging stuff. Where was I? Lift. Yeah, I've only just twigged American game, but they referred to it as a lift instead of elevator. Unless this kind of elevator in American parlance, like it's just a basic lift, not like a cabin that goes up and down, if that is counted as a lift. The other thing it could be is John Romero spent a bit of time in UK, so might have ended up with using the British word for it. You know, these are all mysteries. Why is it not? Just created this tag and it's anyway. Oh, no lower texture. Lovely. So, corridory thing here. Wasn't meaning in Doom terms particularly. No, but I was wondering if that was general terms, like if you had a building. Usually, when you go in, the ordinary members of the public go into what in the UK we just call a lift. It's like a whole cabin that moves with it, but if it's just a sort of plain platform without any covering or anything and just open, whether that's counted as a lift. Bit like a crane or something which just lifts something up. I don't know. Back to dooming. It's certainly a lot easier when you've already got a plan of what you're gonna make. And so I'm gonna do a basic corridor for now. Is out. What's wrong? This is going very wrong, very wrong. Oh dear. I have to sacrifice getting the funny angles. I have to sacrifice getting the funny angles just to keep these sort of orthogonal bits right, because the fake lighting might look a bit strange this part. I always forget whether it's north-south, that's the brighter one, or the east-west is the brighter one. $64. Oh yeah, this is a question on this. This is something else I've done. Hang on. With my Doom, my UDB. If you look at the missing texture, I've actually added these little notches to it, so it's dead easy to just see whether it's 32 or 16 or whatever, by looking to see if it hits on the notches. I can't think of anybody else doing that with the missing texture, putting notches down so you can see the height or whatever. I've seen people who've made like their own set of missing textures, and they sort of fill up their space with all these different heights missing textures, which I'm not really sure quite get, but all I did was just edit the UDB's missing texture thing to add these little notches in. Yeah, I think it was just having the little notches in. Yeah, remember years ago, Jimmy had edited his missing texture. I think he put some funny face in it, or like his face in it or something. So found out he could actually edit this missing texture. And then I think it was after I saw somebody created a set of different missing textures with different heights, and I thought, why don't I just edit the normal missing texture and put some notches in for the different heights. Apologies to everybody. I'm ranging stuff as well. Might end up having to do a BRB if stuff needs a bit too much concentrating on ranging. So I need to move these back a bit so not bumping my head. It's east-west is the lighter side. It's north-south's okay. Oh, definitely. Bonk. Doom guy, don't crouch. Bonk. Have to probably do two of them, so even if a movie steps back one lot, you're there running, you'll just at least bonk your head, go down step, bonk, bonk, bonk. Do that. Another message. In a second. That should have sorted it. What the? Computer. Fuck. What happened with my computer then? Just went funny. I still bumped me head. Bunk. Just imagine Doom Guy running and just clonking his head. Just get rid of that last step and it's just a bit more of a drop. Hopefully my computer's calmed down again now. Right, there we go. Oh, edit it. Is that? Oh yeah, that reminds me. In the last map I made a map for Jimmy's 2 decades of dooming. And that was the ceiling height, which I noticed quite a lot in OG Doom. But I've messed around with this. But I don't tend to see it too often in maps nowadays. Actually setting the ceiling height to 72. I was having an obsession with doing it to 64, 96 or 1 to 8. But then a while ago I was looking at OG Doom, and I noticed there was a lot of places where it's 72. I think even literally where you start in the very first map, you're actually in a 72 heighted sector. Let's stick a few 72s around. Yeah, you're not bumping your head. Oh. You are, but I think you'll get away with it. It doesn't seem so egregious, that. It's a bit darker. I was going to put a window here just for scenic thing. Texture for now. Would help if I put it on the back as well. That might help. I've got an idea. Ah, no. What was in vertex mode? Get a bit closer aligned. That. Nope. Yeah, probably can't quite get 100% accurate there. Yeah, it's a weird habit, hey. For shrinking and growing the grid, it's left bracket grows it, right bracket shrinks it, and for some reason, even after 5 years, it's still every so often get it the wrong way around. I don't know what it is. I don't know why my brain just thinks right bracket should be grow. In one way, I think, oh, I should change the key bindings, but in another way, I kind of think, oh, I should keep it standard. No, UDB, no. UDB! Oh no. Oh no, UDB, please don't. Please no. Oh, UDB seems to be going a bit funny today. That's pretty extreme going at 64 all the time. Yeah, sometimes I do wonder. Yeah, trying to do funny angles. Really doesn't like it. Apologies for breaking off to sort of do stuff on my phone, but stuff's got to get arranged. Oh dear. 0.125. Well, you know the old saying, 8 is great, 1 is no fun. And 0.125, that's just... no. Nope. Yeah, 0.12. That's just bonkers. I mean, how... go to 1. See, this is at 1, so... can't zoom in enough. You probably can't see it, but... there's the vertex, and where the mouse is, that's... probably bigger than 0.125. So... no, that's just... that's just tears. I remember watching Cinder Thief. He was like doing his first ever map set, and yeah, he made a mistake of just sticking to like a 1 grid. He was trying to do these big maps, but the 1 grid, it's like oh my god, that's terrible. That's it. Banning time. Oh, that is so bad. 8 is great, 1 is no fun, but if it's an 8th, then it's great. God. That is bad. That's terrible. Right, I've completely lost track of what I'm doing now. Being completely thrown off. Yeah, apologise to anybody watching if I'm seemingly mapping quite slow, but oh god, this needs sorting out. Like, none of this is pre-planned, I'm just throwing shapes down. Need to be able to see. Switch from down here. I should really be able to see. Switch from there. That's interesting. This texture is a 72 height texture. Got to do the other side. Got to make it impassable. There we go. Yeah, so I'm thinking of putting a switch here that opens a door. And that'll be quite an interesting feature. You got the stairs actually going down into the floor here, but can't really. Well, you can do a. You can probably fake a sort of a downward stair builder. I'm pretty sure Doom doesn't have a downward stair builder. I think it's only upwards. You can fake it with dummy sectors, but all you do is just do the shape of it first, and I'll sort out the dummy sectors afterwards. The only thing is that unless these stairs are actually going well into this room, so from there you can see it all going down. Need to sort out a switch. Need to get the switch so we can, when you're out here you can see it, but here you can see it and easily press it. I could stick it on the back wall, but do something crude like this now. Yeah, I could just move it around afterwards. New floor lower to nearest floor. Switch 1, 4. Lowest floor or highest floor? Let's try. Yeah, have a good look. Question is, good luck with mapping. Hope you can get to create something good. I'm hoping it can create something good, but at the moment, hang on, that's Super Mario. Oh, yeah. Super Mario All Stars? Stars 2? No, he's just made a MIDI. He's added little bits and bobs to it. I'll sort it out as there's afterwards. Rather than it just being a big pit in the floor. Yo. Look at this room afterwards. Like to replace the lift sounds and stuff like that. Am I going mad? The sworn Vanilla Doom didn't do. I'm going to be making custom textures anyway, so sort it out. Oh yeah, I was going to chest. Leave a switch from outside. See, there's a switch there. See an entrance there. What have I done? Ah. Tagged that, but I've not tagged this. Right, try. Yeah, I'll be jigging this switch around a bit more. Okay. That didn't work. Change it to lowest. Try again. Sounds more promising. I forgot to texture it. Hey. Yeah, so what? Talk of balls of mirrors. I have to load up actual vanilla Doom rather than chocolate Doom, but I sworn the balls of mirrors, it was like a flickering thing, like a double buffering thing, and it was flipping between the two buffers. But this just seems to be like screen just doesn't get overwritten. I think chocolate Doom uses SDL, so it's different underlying sort of drawing thing. Do that. Oh, how would I hide a monster? Is this where you're gonna get your first monster? I'll probably have to do more of a map and then decide when to put the first monster. Now, quick nosy at the whole map. I do strangely enough like this room. Scale of it, the like dominess of it. Hopefully it's not going too mad with the Viz planes. Open this one. Might make it so down here you walk around and you hear like an imp get alerted. You can't see it and you're not being attacked. Oh dang, that's what I was going to do. I'm going to make these curved. Make these curved before I forget. Do that. Funk. Oh yeah, this was going to be like a bit more of a continuous stare down. Gotta do them one at gotta do them one at a time, or do that. F flip. Go. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. No, but this doesn't right. However, I know what to do. Think. Hang. No, it's not working. I think I need to make this. I remember doing this on a around 2024 map where I made like curved stairs, like a lobby area, and it looked absolutely bob on. And trying to think how I do that now. Bit. Oh. Because this is shorter. Date. This gonna work? Probably overthinking this, I think. Get on blocking this map out. Just make these two curved to remind me. Whoa! Nope. Just now. Yeah, how did it? Yeah, when I made my ramp 2024 map, I remember doing this kind of there thing, and it just looked absolutely bob on. For some reason of not being able to get it, although I think that might have been like full 90-degree turn, so this is a 45-degree turn. It always do a 90-degree turn. Another day. Check it's not completely balked. Hang on a second. Little player's not working, it's just frozen. It's called MIDI Jellyfish, so by Cyrus. Note this one down as well. Gonna take a break in a moment. During the break, I'll see if I can yeah, so for MIDI player, music player is actually on the screen is frozen, but when I move my mouse across it, it's still going mouse. Yeah, I'll have to go back to my old way of this thing where it reads the title of whatever music player you've got and just sticks it in a string, and then you do whatever you want with that string. Probably just do what Coincident does and just have like a little UV meter or something and playing there so you can see it's definitely music. Right, so what's next? Been 1.5 hours and I've barely done anything. Need to get me a speed mapping brain on. something I want to add to this map that's quite quick. I wanted to have a thing where you have like a lookout type thing. You sort of go up and you actually like high up on the building and you can look out and see the sea. Wonder if you can then fake looking out over this roof bit, so we're not actually looking onto the roof yet. A bit hard to explain it, sort of thing. Yeah, I'll have a think of that. I think I'll make a spooky, snaky, windy corridor. Must confess, I'm not overtly vibing with this. On the start bit. Brewing up an idea. I'm getting over this way. I have plans to do stuff with this side. Hey, Night Haunter. Bonsoir. Comment vous allez-vous? I was just about to go on a break as well. What's up? Ah, so. I'm okay. Kind of struggling to come up with mapping ideas. Barely done anything on this stream. I'm just seem to be struggling to come up with stuff, so I'm just throwing random stuff down. I want a bit more of a windy corridor bit, actually. Oh yeah, the weather. Oh, in UK it's still raining. It was a bit drier today, but it's still a bit cool. But now it's nice. Could ease on the rain a bit more, then it'll be really good. Is it still raining over in France? That way. Only 20 degrees. That's the way it should be. You don't need more than that. No, damn it. Who needs more than that? 20's plenty. That's all you need. One button. Why has it done that? First one. Definitely gonna have to go over this bit again. It's keep it ropey. I'm just I think I'm expecting a bunch of this stuff to either be thrown out or just like at least rebuilt. Yeah, just gonna take a quick break in a moment. Oh. Let's just have a quick nosy at it. Oh yeah, there was absolutely loads. Like sent you that crazy taxi one. I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it. That looks it looks curious. Just randomly bring Crazy Taxi back after 25 years. I think it's been 25 years. I'm trying to remember whether... Might be having a Mandela effect, but I'm trying to remember whether there was a Crazy Taxi 2, or whether I'm thinking of when Crazy Taxi came out on the Dreamcast. You had the arcade map, and you had a new map just for the home port, and I just sworn the sort of the map for the home port, even though it's bigger, far more it's expansive and everything, just didn't play as well as the arcade map. That arcade map was absolutely classic. Oh yeah, Resident Evil Veronica. Not Code Veronica, just plain old Veronica. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what they do see if they do like all the other remakes they've done so far. That curve actually looks pretty good. Looks a bit clunky with this bend in here, but that's an actual... Yeah, I'll definitely put some sort of curve in here. Right, I need super quick break. It'll be a couple of minutes. I'll be sorting out my sorting out something on my stream. BRB. Right, I'm back. Now, just before I go back to stream, just got to sort something out. On a moment. It's not transitioned already, has it? Yeah, just give us 2 seconds. Okay, test. Yeah, what's supposed to happen is there's supposed to be the little music player in the bottom left of the screen showing what's currently playing. But for some reason, all stream it had frozen, so it wasn't showing anything. So when I tried to edit it to get it working again, OBS on my main computer just died, and that's why the music's disappeared and stuff like that. But no, got it back on now. That's about that night. What were you waffling about? Kefir time? Yes, kefir time. Hey, Polish kefir as well, I think. Yep, Polish kefir. Hello, Gen Atlas. Oh, I see. Like Shadow of Colossus Sci-Fi Edition. Yeah, it's interesting. You've not really think of many games like Shadow of the Colossus. You've got games with big, huge bosses in them. You've usually got all around them, but very few games have it where the entire game is just these big, massive bosses. Yeah, there was so many of us. Oh, there was talking of sci-fi giant things. Saw a trailer for a game where how to describe it? You're controlling a giant robot, but you're not just piloting a giant robot like in Doom: The Dark Ages. I think you actually first person from the person's point of view, and you actually walk around inside the giant robot, and you're having to control different bits of it by going to different parts of the robot. I couldn't quite gather exactly what was going on with the trailer. Another Alien Isolation. Good grief. Oof. Wow, that kefir was really sour. Still plenty of date. Can be a bit. Yeah, I've had this kefir plenty of times before, but that's especially sour today. Yes, that was strong. Yeah, so many damn games, not enough time to play them. I mean, after Ramp's over, I'm gonna have to have a stint at Doom Dark Ages DLC. Don't know how long that's gonna be. It's gonna be like the same length of a Doom Eternal DLC. Maybe it'll be the length of both Doom Eternal DLCs, which was pretty much like half the game again. So yeah, it took me a good chunk of time to do complete Doom Dark Ages. Yeah, man. Kind of cool. Like you got the spear as well now, but I'm not sure about the. Seems like you've got the meat hook back again, which for Dark Ages I'm not so sure about. It was cool in Eternal, but I can't imagine it with Dark Ages. Hey, might work. I'll just have to wait till next month and see. No one at the exit. Need a bit more map for. That's something I need to avoid doing. So far I've got room, corridor, room, corridor. And it feels a bit wrong unless I do something with this corridor. Instead of just being plain linear corridor, maybe if it's splits up into a few different things just to force a bit of exploration. So, what about draw random rooms off this? Oh, yeah. I'll look at whatever you've sent me. Yeah, I'll have to check out that trailer late tonight. So, yeah, another Alien Isolation game. That's cool. No, don't want a room. I want thinking a slight maze of corridors. I don't want it overtly mazy. BB didn't go crazy then. Broken down random shapes. Definitely not vibing with this. Definitely gonna have to probably have a think about planning on doing something different. Oh, this is going bad. This is going bad. Not liking this. But yeah, in terms of the Dark Ages DLC, fortunately the Archvile is back. Oh no. Although every iteration of him since after Doom 2's not been anywhere near as scary, so not vibing with this at all. For now. Not liking this. Ooh, actually, I'm liking it now. So probably a bit more. I don't want to go hard, mate, because I'm not really that fond of mazes myself. Yeah, this might be the point to actually introduce enemies. Oh yeah, you've not. Oh yeah, Naito. Show you this from the start. Yeah, I'm thinking of not having any enemies at all for the first chunk of it. You go down this corridor. Might make this corridor a bit smaller. Have it so there's like light streaming through. Go here. Big and spooky and ominous. And you're like, no enemies? Oh yeah, ignore the graphic glitch thing. Are we sorting it out? You press a switch. Yeah, this is some motif I'm planning on having where maybe this hole will be just a circle, and I might just use the torch for now. At some point in the future, I'll probably sprite replace these, but this green torch would actually look about right. Yeah, probably a few more windows here. Really liking the look of these curved stairs here. Just look right. Still no enemies. Go into here, and there's still no enemies. Probably make this dark and spooky. I see a switch there. Okay. See a door up there. Oh, switch here. Oh, that lowers that. Still no enemies. That lowers that. Yeah, this is going to be a lowering, like a staircase, so go down and make a staircase. Be able to get back up. Now here's where I might... Hey Arcturus! Welcome to the stream. Oh, it's seriously the first time you've been on my stream? That's mad. Oh yeah, back to streaming. Yeah, I took a break like from August to August, but I'll take a break from streaming. A couple of weeks or so. Suddenly it was New Year. I'm like, oh god. Oh wow. Where did time go? So I started streaming again like first week of January, I think. Playing Stalker 2. And then Jimmy's mapping contest came along, so I did that, and now it's ramp time. Are you making a map for ramp, Arcturus? Now, let me show you what I've done so far. Yeah, I'm struggling to come up with the actual level layout at the moment. Got an idea for the theme and stuff, but the actual level layout. Yeah, well, I suppose this is the problem with Twitch. You don't... It's considered bad form to go on other people's streams and go, oh yeah, I stream. Ah, you're making one. You got to... Have you got any ideas? Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah, have you got any particular ideas? Yeah. Getting something brewed? Oh yeah, that's a little motif I'm doing in the... Gonna be doing in my map. Like your active... Yeah, this is just placeholder textures, but... Gonna use like this short flame torch, just like activating energy or something. Just gonna be a little motif for the switches. So yeah, it's gonna be no enemies so far. A Heli City map. Rivers of blood. Oh, nice. Gonna be is it gonna be as big as was it Pinchy who did like a huge city map last year? Oh no, Pinchy did the city map for Jimmy's 2 decades of dooming. Yeah, he made like a pretty big chunky city map. That sounds pretty epic, that. Is there blood going through it? Yep, still no monsters. Yeah, this is going to be a staircase that opens up. Oh yeah, Arcturus. As far as I'm aware, there isn't a stair building action, but it builds downwards, is there? As far as I'm aware, there's only a upwards one. I could fake it with dummy sectors, but what is this song? I'll have a look in a moment. Yeah, so you go down these stairs. This is where I'm kind of making stuff up on the fly. Just not got many ideas, but yeah, I might have a maze bit here, and this is probably where I'm going to start putting enemies in. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid doing room, corridor. I'm trying to do something a bit, you know, mixing it up sort of thing. I've just randomly created this little maze area. Hopefully it's not too egregious. There. Then I might open up to a much bigger room here. Yeah, so that's my map so far. It's going to be oh, definitely trying to avoid getting overtly stuck on the grid. I'm going to be trying to use the curve tool more. Yeah, it's mad, like created this staircase before. Didn't use the stair builder because it just kept on doing weird stuff. But I used the curve tool to actually do the walls. And then I just manually connected up the lines, and it's ended up making a really nice curved staircase. It's just mad. The stair builder tool just seems to be not very good for building stairs with, it seems. Oh, definitely. And if you're only doing, and unless you're doing like dozens of stairs, then and if you're only doing like 3 or 4 stairs, it ends up being quicker just to manually do them. And usually, or just stick to manually doing them if it's just the basic stairs. Right. Probably think of something cleverer to do in this maze. Maybe you got to flick one switch, which opens another switch up, and then opens a last switch to get through. Just something to mix it up a bit. Ah, mad. Right, let's... Next section. What's happening with the next section? Oh, dear. Lack of ideas. Yeah, I've already got an idea for the end. Basically, this map's going to be like a big tower. The overall size of the tower is probably going to be about that big. And the exit is like the ground floor exit of the tower. Or if the map's feeling a bit short, I might make a bit more. Yeah, probably. The other thing is I'm trying to keep this map a bit more vanilla feeling. So I'm actually mapping in vanilla for now. And I hope might end up having to go to limit removing if I'm breaking the viz plane limit. But for now I'm trying to stick to vanilla. Right, so think of the next area. It's fine. Oh, you have a nice idea for the next part. Nice order. Hey, big guy. Welcome to the stream. Vanilla mapping is fun and pain all at once. Yep, that's definitely true. The amount of times I'm like, oh yeah, trying to think of the exact example, but like, yeah, I want it where switch many times and the floor lowers and comes back up or something, and you find out there's like a walk once action for it, or a switch repeat action, but you want like a switch once action or something like that. Oh, at least with Boom's generalized types, at least you can choose exactly the action and how it's triggered and all that. But yeah, just want to get away from being like massively over detailed and massively oversized maps sort of thing. Even though this map's gonna probably feel quite epic in scale, Still trying to keep it somewhat more vanilla-y. Yes, area's a mess. I'm like trying to think of ideas for this map and couldn't really think of concrete ideas. So I'm just throwing stuff down, a bit like speed mapping sort of thing. About this. Something's gone here. What about, even though I'm up a tower, I wonder if I have like a random rivers just flowing through here or something. Make a random shape for now. Oh, there's a bit of a hazard sort of thing. I'm gonna throw random shapes down. I can sort out making them look a bit better afterwards. Oh yeah, big eye guys. Are you making a map for Ramp 2026? Or any maps at all? Oh, that's a random emote. Night Haunter. Oh, little cat. Ah, dear. And do you... there's so many mapping projects around. I can't keep up. No. Wanted to do... Move this all up a bit. If I do this, move these... That. There's so many projects about, and there's like people who have mapped for previous ramps, and they've curve tool. Strangely more useful for making stairs than the stair builder tool. Leave it like that now. I think this is the handsome fridge music. Glitch and glide. Yeah, sorry, my little thing to say what song is currently playing. That seems to crash OBS for some reason, so I've turned it off. Yeah, making things for different projects. Is there any particular projects that you're allowed to talk about? Or are they all hush hush? What am I doing? Oh. I see. Gonna do. Pain, 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 pain. Yeah, just gonna have random. Yeah, it's not gonna be lava in the final one. I'll sort out some other texture or something. That's even if I keep this room. That is. Supposed to be making. Are you making episode 4? Third is project be making. Oh, vanilla total conversion. Oh, nice. Sounds pretty epic. They also include modified weapons, or is it just sprite replacements? Yeah, this music really is going off on one, isn't it, tonight? Oh, nice. So, when it comes to the when it comes to editing weapons in Vanilla Doom, give them different properties and stuff, what's the best way of doing that? Is it something called deco hack? Just where we've dehacked from back in the day, but is deco hacked basically like a more modern version of it? Never really done it. Okay. So dehacked is still a perfectly viable thing to use. Yeah, because this map I'm making, I have an idea for like a more expansive, like megawatt of this, and I'm thinking of not going crazy with like dehacked stuff, but there's a few little bits and bobs I'm thinking of doing, like for example, changing the starter pistol to something like the Doom Alpha rifle and making it like faster and more powerful or something. Probably tweaking the zombie man to actually probably be a bit more of a threat. But most of the rest of the enemies might just sprite swap them or something. I'm looking at dehacked. Oh, definitely. It's still so limited. The only thing I use the pistol for is if I'm having to snipe enemies, and if you tap the button, the first shot's always perfectly accurate. But if you hold it down, it's spraying bullets everywhere, so it's basically a slow chain gun. So if you've got loads of bullets, you tend to just use the chain gun and tap that, and its first bullet is always perfectly accurate. So yeah, anything to beef up the pistol and do more than just make it fire faster, because then the chain gun still makes it obsolete. In my experience, question is, it's always found it's the very first shot, and the second shot can go either side. But yes, the first shot always seems perfectly accurate. If you've got loads of bullets, you can just tap it, and if you waste the odd bullet, that's fine. But yeah, sort out escaping the lava things afterwards, even if I keep this even if I'm going to keep this room or not. Not vibing with this room. I say I'm not vibing with it, but usually when I play the map. Oh, Christ. Ah, what the? That's not right, but like a disco in here. I don't know. Speed mapping. I've probably got about half an hour, just under half an hour left of streaming, so I'll. Yeah, probably got about half an hour left of streaming. So sort it out afterwards. Oh, that emote's hilarious night. Dog just crashes into the. But yeah, for ramp 1, just to save a bit of time, I'm just gonna give you the shotgun at the start. Yeah, I'm not gonna be going mad for weapons in this map. It's only gonna be a short map anyway. Ever worry about naming your map something that somebody somewhere's already used? Depends what kind of name I'm giving it. If I give it a really wacky name, would be kind of annoyed if it was already used. If I called it like a generic name, like Underground Base or something, I'd assume there's probably like 10 maps with that name already. Oh, the first 2 shots are perfectly accurate. Oh, right, okay. Must be having a Mandela effect. This one, the second shot wasn't perfectly accurate. Kind of want to make a linear map, but kind of don't. See me throwing away half this stuff. Right, let's just waz stuff out. I want a branching path, so there, one there. I'm just not even trying to make the shapes look. It's just want to get basic layout of the map done. Inferno of blood. Oh yeah, Romero definitely did a bunch of swatting up looking for names on the sigil. Wonder how he's getting on with that Doom 2 megawad he's doing. Unspeakable persecution. And that's change these textures. Texture. That's something I like doing, having a of 2 rooms, but there's like something that's interconnecting them. So like these lava bits are flowing into this next room as well. Yep. Oh yeah, I was so happy when I found out about the backspace button to undo the last vertex you put down. In with a name for them. Yeah, probably. Well, I suppose as long as it's not a name from a really popular megawad, and most part you probably get away with having a similar named map name. Quickly throwing shapes down. Ah, nope. Everything is lava. Well, a random switch here. Because why not? Oh, back to Saturn X. Names of stuff after particular bands' songs. Guided by voices. Heard of them? Put placeholder switches down for now. Plunk to switch. Not had any thoughts what I'm going to do with him. Guided by voices have quirky song names as well. '72. Good old 72. Yeah, guys, that's a point for the mappers out there. Is it me, or do you not see too many mappers use ceiling height 72? See a lot of like 64 and 96 and 128. I used to always just stick to those myself, but I looked at Doom 1 maps like fairly recently, and I noticed there was lots of use floor ceiling height 72 quite a lot, including the very first level. The exact point you're standing in is the 72 height. Just started experimenting with it, and seems to be a nice height. Yeah, that was my habit. So I've started shoving 72 height things in a lot more places. Strange to mix it up, going all the way back to the past. There's a few interesting things with the first episode of Doom, like the way Romero does, uses supports and stuff like that. Yeah, it's quite interesting. I'm torn with this level. In one way, I would like to have it so you do something and you got to go back. But in another way, I think of keeping the level linear and got to be a short map anyway. Streaming for about 15 more minutes or so. How big's my tower gonna? I'm probably still debating. Yeah, like the final room's gonna be like kind of like a moderate-sized arena, nothing too big. Only gonna give you the shotgun and chain gun and possibly just leave it at that or something. So I can't have too massive an area. Just deciding whether to keep that as the end room and leaving the tower as the end of the level, or whether I should get to this big open final room first and then part of the level is outside the tower. Or you actually leave a tower and you can wander around and on the side. Oh dear. Why I'm throwing stuff down. Right now, I have a big open room here that's actually a lot lower. I should have probably started the floor height at like 512 or 1024 and then try and get down to ground level, but there you go. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, definitely. Ah, yeah, definitely. Ooh. Talking of sigil. Yeah, that's something I've done on Arctois. So don't seem to see many. Don't seem to see other mappers do this, but I've tweaked the missing texture. Have like these little notches, just so it's easier to tell whether I'm like 32 lower or 16 lower or whatever. Yeah, I don't see other mappers tweaking their missing textures. Yeah, it was like ages ago. I saw Jimmy had a modified one, but I think he had like some silly face in it. Well, it wasn't like a practical thing. So he just yeah, he had a silly face in it, so I knew you could change it. And I remember somebody released a texture set, which was a load of these different heights and sized missing texture things, and the idea is you set different heighted things to the different missing textures. And I just thought, well, if I just modify the normal missing texture and just put some notches in, then it's easier to tell how low or high you've done something. And that's what I've done. Yeah, it was dead easy. Just opened the texture and just added notches in. Thing to watch out though is every time UDB updates, it could overwrite that texture. So make sure you save a copy somewhere, and then if your missing texture loses the little notches, you then copy back over your notched one, and there you go. So yeah, always back up your missing texture. Yeah, just usually found myself going like, oh, what height's what? Minus that. So just started adding the notches in, and yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, it's 32. 24, 32, 48. Yeah, probably stream for about 5-10 more minutes. Don't know what I'm doing with this room. Post it on Doom World. Yeah, which not sure which forum on Doom World post it on. Suppose it in the mapping section. Remember the sort of different sort of overall sections in Doom World. Resource map editing. Yeah, could. Yeah, I'll have to do that another night. People can find it useful. Yeah, I didn't tend to do a horizontal one because obviously when you place your vertices down, you know how long it is. So I didn't really bother with vertical ones. Plus, obviously, you can't shift around your vertices when you're in 3D mode. Anyway, so just stick to I'll just stick to the vertical sides. Big blood falls for now. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure which. Yeah, I'm not going to be using lava in the final one. I wonder if there's some sort of spooky, mysterious energy or something could do instead. As I say, a lot of this stuff might get junked anyway, so just throwing stuff down, seeing what sticks. If I do keep this, I'll definitely have to make this look a bit tidier. Always like the look of these. Always like these bits in like Doom 1 where it looks like liquids flowing out and away from the map, and it's just like a little thing. My brain's getting tired. Getting close to finishing the stream in a moment, but yeah, so it looks like it's flowing away. Oh yeah, this is another mapping thing. This texture I'm using. This is what Jimmy does. Got this from Jimmy, where he just starts putting it on brick 1. You just do floor and ceiling texture. It's so much easier to sort of see the layout of a room compared to Dartan. Thing is, you don't have to really align it properly either. Like, these two textures aren't aligned, but it doesn't stand out that it's not aligned, so it's not distracting you whilst you're trying to see the layout of your map. So yeah, I got that tip from Jimmy. Wow. Really coming up with a blank on this. Oh, definitely. Oh, not sorted out the thingy on that. Huh? Overload that too much. Yeah, so see the liquid flowing into like the next room and stuff, so it kind of feels connected. Not done anything with that switch yet. I have a nosy at this. What time is it? Oh dear. Right, I'll be finishing up in a moment. Yeah, I'm really starting to draw a blank. Starting to draw a blank there. But yeah, for anybody who didn't see the start of... Anybody who didn't see the early part of this. Oh, misaligned. What the heck? Oh yeah, don't worry about that. There's just a placeholder texture. Ruining the effect if it's misaligned like that. Yeah, I'm thinking of having funky looking switches. Imagine this is just like a hole in the wall rather than this mid texture. Go to activate this switch, and I'll probably use this green torch, make it look like something's got activated behind it. I'm thinking of having like these channels everywhere, and you can see what looks like sort of green energy flowing through them or something. So maybe that's what... So yeah, if you imagine this is a much smaller hole, position it so that you can't see the stick of the green torch. If I have a instant door opener, that might make it work a bit better. If the door just opens up instantly. So yeah, it looks like you've just activated some energy source or something. Maybe I might have to have a custom, make a custom animated texture or something. But yeah, you probably have that in a few places, like here for this switch. Maybe similar sort of thing again. Have like a channel going. So when you press it, you can see a bit more obvious what it might activate. And so go down here. That's going to be this is going to be stairs. Just left it just plain one thing lowers down. Must admit, I'm really liking these curved walls. Even though it's vanilla, these curved walls actually make it, I don't know, it just seems to look right. Oh yeah, rather than just the plain just SW1, SW2. I don't remember. I think it. That's something I was gonna do. I think. Got one last idea, just to remind me to actually do it. Instead of this being, this is something that's so doable in Doom, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody actually do it. Just make this bigger. Lower it down. Make it a bit more obvious, but alright, so instead of, I'll have to do a thing to prevent line skipping, but instead of SW1, last thing overnight, SW1, floor lower, floor lower to lowest floor. Do that. Yeah, you figured it out, Arcturus. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that in a Doom map. It seems like an obvious thing. I suppose the problem is you can only really have it like a floor lowering. Either that or you do two. I suppose you could do two sets of line def actions. So one lowers the touchpad, and the other one does what you actually want it to do. Yeah, I'll just do this. Yeah, super. Yeah, that worked. Probably would. The effect will probably be better if I actually had it do something, but yeah, I think that idea works actually. Right. Oh, bloody hell, look at the time. Nearly time to finish. So, oh yeah, that oh, definitely distinctive texture, like a distinctive floor texture as well. But yeah, alright, so I've thrown some ideas in, and I think I'm gonna keep this kind of mazy idea, make it actually look good. Probably like having all these curved bits will probably work really well. Just something so it's trying to avoid having room, corridor sort of thing. Just break it up with a few different bits. There wouldn't be much more level after this because it's it's supposed to stick to like a 10 minutes limit on the play time sort of thing. So probably with enemies in this will be getting there anyway. So there wouldn't be much more after this. But yeah, like with the Switch idea, with the like the green power stuff, maybe instead of lava, this could be more of that green power, maybe. I'll have to see. And instead of it looking like it's just naturally carved out, maybe it looks a bit more constructed. Oh yeah. Well, I think another thing with a 10-minute thing is people some people completely ignore it and just make a huge ass map that takes an hour. But I think another problem is a lot of people, they make a map and when they're play testing it, they sort of go through it relatively quickly. It's like, oh, that's only taking me 5 minutes, I need to add more map. So they do it to what takes them 10 minutes to complete. However, for somebody playing the map for the first time, they don't know where to go. They might get killed a few times in fights, or they don't do the fights quite so efficiently. And so it ends up taking them like 20 minutes, 30 minutes instead. So I think that's another mistake people make. That's something I have to be mindful of. If I can leg it through this map in 5 minutes, then it'll probably take somebody playing it for the first time 10 minutes maybe. Especially if I don't go too obtuse of getting the player lost or not them having to figure out what to do and stuff. Right. Okay. And you get there, so let's see if anybody else is streaming. Any streamers people recommend? Is he playing Lost Civilization? Oh, bloody hell. 3 hour epic last ramp. Bloody hell. Like, dudes, calm down. Can't possibly have... They might have also missed the rule as well. Like, it was either last ramp or the ramp before. One of the previous ramps where it's a 1 map limit. They'd, somebody like didn't spot the 1 map per mapper rule. Like, oh yeah, I've done 3 maps for ramp. It's like, oh, it's only one map limit per mapper. And they were mortified. They were like, oh no. Right. Kill games. Busy. Recently. Any other doomers? This guy, I've not raided him for a while.
Come here, my guy.
Listen, I've been lucky so far, but if I start to turn,
Right. Thanks for sticking around, everybody, and I'll see you later. Might not be streaming for a while. It might be 2 weeks' time, possibly. So yeah, busy on Friday and Monday, so it might be a little bit longer. Anyway, alright, see you later, everybody. Till next time.